Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? How's my internet connection? Because I'm using the Wi-Fi in the hotel here. And, I had planned to be in... Hey, Soy Dog. I'd planned to be in Bangkok tonight. Unfortunately, because of the COVID virus, the bus schedules are not the same as they show. In fact, from yesterday to today, they changed from 2. I was supposed to leave at 2 o'clock. Then this afternoon, the lady's like, "No, you got to leave at 3 o'clock." I'm like, "Okay, no problem." After all, it's like, go with the flow and all that stuff. So leave at 3 o'clock. I get here at 5, and I say to the lady, "Oh, where do I go?" Because she just drops me off on the side of the road. I said, "Where do I go?" Go across the street. I go across the street, and some nice people, at this little hole-in-the-wall bus station, they say to me, "You're not going to be able to get there tonight." And I said, No. They told me on the phone I was going to be able to get there. And so the lady goes, "So let me see what I can do." So her bus, that same company that she works at, leaves at 3:50 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, well, that's not going to do me very good right now because it's 5 o'clock. She says, "Oh, well, I'll tell you what." So she gets this guy who works there. He throws me on the back of his, I get on the back of the motorcycle there. I jump on the back. We go over to this other little bus station, and the last bus was at 4:30. So I missed both buses. I didn't miss the one bus, but the schedule was different. And I said, "Well, so what can I do?" She says, "Listen, come back here, buy the ticket for tomorrow, and then, there's a hotel right down the street." I said, "Okay." So the ticket was only 160 baht. Pretty cheap, like $5. However, I have to leave at 3:50 in the morning. And I'll be there at 6 a.m. I'm in my hotel right now, as you can see. Let me see if I can manipulate this a little bit. Let me see here. You can see, it's an apartment complex that they use, it's apartment and hotel, 350 baht. So that's, not even $12. And, once I got settled in, right down the street, the bus station is within walking distance. It's like a 5-minute walk. But right on the same street as where the bus station is, they have a whole line of people selling food. So walk back down there, got some pad thai, some shrimp pad thai, big, huge shrimp. And I think that was 60 baht. And then some coconut water. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But, what are you going to do? But this internet is pretty bad. There we go. They're back. It's back up now. But anyway, walk down the street. Boom. Get my food. Walk right back. Got my dinner. Now, is this internet really bad, or can you guys see what's going on with the internet? Is it lagging? Looks like it's a little laggy on my end here. I like to wake up early, but not that early. I don't like to be out the door at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I certainly don't like to be on a bus at 3:15 in the morning. So I'm going to have to get up like 3 o'clock. I have all my stuff. I'm just not even going to unpack. take a shower when I'm done here. Jump on a, just jump in the shower afterwards. All my stuff's packed. I'll walk down the street, go to the bus station, jump on the bus, fall asleep for a couple hours, and then take it from there. So I'm looking forward to it. And then, I was going to go to the mountain, which I'm still going to go. But there are a couple other places to go. So probably what I'll do is tomorrow I'll just go into the hotel, drop my stuff off, and then go somewhere. I don't know if I'll shoot video or whatever, because, the problem is by the time I get there and get started, I think it's going to be later than 9. It may not be. If not, I'll stream at 9 o'clock in the morning like I always do. But if it is, I'll just shoot some video. And then, it depends on how far out I am, because it's like most of the hotels are outside of the city, because I guess the city is not very big. And in fact, the girl from Starbucks who's from Khon told me that she lived like 70 miles outside, 17 miles or something outside of the city. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah. She's like, I don't live right in the city. She's like, we live far. So, I have a feeling it's a bit spread out, and but that's all right. So we'll see what, I'll see. I'll try to show something, and then the next day, which is, let's see, that'll be Saturday, I'll go to the temple, and we'll see about streaming from up there or whatever. I'll see. But, I talked to my family. My wife was sick when I left. Last night was it last night? No, last night was day 2. Tuesday night when I called, she said, oh, I don't really feel good. I feel like I'm getting a fever. So then last night she said, yeah, I don't feel very good. I said, well, let's see what happens. So tonight now she's being checked for dengue fever. And Alex may have to be checked for dengue fever. They may have been bitten by, I don't know, some skeeters. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, Johnny. So that's all right. I'll take it as it comes, baby, That's why, the lady was like, oh, I'm so sorry, they told you that the bus was going to leave and da-da-da-da. I was like, no big deal, I'm not in any hurry, Only thing is if my wife and my kids are sick, then that's a bit different. Depending on if they got to go in the hospital, then that's a little different. But I don't think they will. My wife's not getting her blood test back for I don't know, for another day or two. Down on the river is nice. Yeah, I like their whole river life. Only thing that's better than river life is beach life. That's about it. So, but we'll see what happens. I'm waiting to hear as soon as she gets her blood test and the test results back. I'll know what's what. But she did say she's got some streaks, like red streaks on her legs. And that's what I had when I had dengue fever. I had dengue fever about 22 years ago. 23 years ago. And my inside of my thigh was like streaked with red all the way down my leg. And my bones hurt. Everything hurt. I could barely move, and they actually came and got me in a wheelchair. I was with this chick, and the chick helped take me to the hospital, get me to the hospital, got me all set up, and took me into Bumrungrad and took care of me there. But I was miserable for a solid week. Just in agony. So I don't know how she's doing right now, because She doesn't sound very good, but you know, we'll see. I'm like, well, I'm not there. You're not going to get me sick. If you got something else, if you got the COVID, I'm not going to get sick. But hopefully that's not what it is. I can't see that it would be, to be honest. So, um, but anyway, how's everything else going? How's everything outside of Thailand going? Because I'm out of touch, and I don't want to be in touch, to be honest. But as long as there's some good news, you know. Something I'm noticing is that, I mean, I'm getting 80 to 90 people watching the stream at 9 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, and in the middle of the day, and then in the evening, I don't get nearly as many views. I don't think people are used to it, and I don't think I have the same people, you know. For Andy and I were stuffed. For Andy and I were stuffed. Okay. Try the wisdom, very essential, easy to go. Lotus or walk to riverfront. Yeah, I've got a couple of hotels picked out there. I'm not, you know, I always try to keep my options open, and I've already had 2 of them call me. So, really, Jesus criminy, and they don't play, man. You know, that's the thing; they don't play. I know in Australia they don't play. I know in America, you know, they don't play. I just can't imagine that again. And even here, I mean, it's like, listen, I got on the bus, and a guy came up and goes, like, you know, he got my ticket, and then he goes, "Can I see your ticket again?" He goes, "Where are you going?" I go, "Oh, I'm going to go to Phang. Oh, okay." And he goes, "Do you have a mask?" And I said, "Yes, I have a mask." And so I put the mask on, and then he goes, "When we start, you can take it off." I was like, so everybody on the place took their mask off. I was like, okay, whatever, you know. Wisdom is good. Yeah. Checked out. There's a couple places, but I'll know once I get farther over there. You know, I'm just like I said, I'm taking it as it comes. So there's 2 places I want to go. Let me see if I can find this other place. 2 or 3 that I want to do in Bangkok. Luang Po Prayai, which is the Wat Po Taram. It's this, well, I don't know if that's the one. Yeah, I guess that is the one. And then this one, which is the Keng Ahong Wat Ahong Silawat. Situated on the Mekong riverside, this beautiful and extensive temple enshrines Pra Putakuwanan Satsada, the brass cast Buddha image built with the characteristics similar to the famous Pra Puta Chinaran. Its depth is about 98 wa, or 196 meters, measured by lowering a stone tied with a rope into the river. In the flooding season, the strong current will run a circle and form a shape in a large cone. Yeah, this is the picture. Let me see if I can bring this up here, because I'm not going to put it up in a little thing. But this is, let's see if I can do this here. That's the place right there. Keep it a little bit of an angle, but so I'm going to try to go to that place and the temple on the mountain, and maybe I'll even go to I don't know if I'm going to go to this little shrine. It doesn't look like much, but so I'll go to a couple places there, and then it's off. It's off to Nong Khai. Johnny has a few stays there last year where, while family member in hospital, and the young lady likes to bake. Okay. I guess. Soy Dog, are you still there, and are you locked down now? You completely locked down, or what's the deal with you? There's also the Lao Market, which tomorrow, Fidelity, there you go. Morning, 6:15 here, and on the road to get coffee. How you doing? Hope that sun is not too harsh. Sun is a little bit harsh here, but you know what? I got your hat. I've got another thing to put over my head. So far, I'm okay. But yeah, the sun is pretty brutal here, man. It just never lets up. That's what it is. It never lets up, and there's almost never any shade. If I was walking this, I'd be dead. I mean, really. I think about it now. No way. But there's supposed to be also a nice national... I mean, I could stay here in this area. I could stay in this area for weeks and probably never get tired of being here. But, you know, the idea is to go from place to place to place to place. Now, I know that, you know, this is not quite the same as, like I was saying, there's the guy, what's his name? Asian Andy. Asian Andy is, obviously, he's an Asian guy, and his name is Andy. Little chubby, little Asian guy. And he does this text-to-speech thing, where anytime anybody gives him a donation, they write something in the text section, and then it speaks out loud. Now, I'm in my hotel room. I got the volume all the way up. Doesn't really make that big of a difference one way or the other, you know, what is said. But it's just kind of funny. If you go to that guy's channel, you'll see what I mean. So now I've got it enabled so that anytime anybody ever gives me a donation through this link right here, let me see if I can put it up here. That link right there, you should be able to write something like, Scott, I've always thought you were a dickhead, or, you know, thanks for your streams, or blow me, or whatever it is. You know, today I had a guy saying, you know, in my Microsoft Messenger, and it's funny, but the guy's so much of a pussy that he talks shit to me, and then he deletes his Facebook account. You know, it's like, where's the joy in that? Anyway, he was just talking a little bit of smack to me, and I thought, well, it'd be good if maybe he just, at least he donated like $5, and then he talked a bunch of smack to me that came out loud. So I do like this idea, but, you know, I don't know how worthwhile it is for us older people, because this guy's a kid. He's like a 20-year-old guy, and, you know, his demographic is a lot different than mine. I stayed there 2 years ago. It was a good place. Got in at 7 a.m., walked to the hotel, and had coffee as they booked me in. Receptionist likes baking, sells her products to customers. Maybe I should have worded that better. The young lady likes to bake. Probably only place I stayed with a large refrigerator. Very useful. Huh. I'm not sure how long I'll be there, though. You know, I may be there for 2 nights or 3 nights. I don't know. I can't see myself being there for more than 3 nights, because I want to, you know, I want to keep moving, because, you know, the longer I stay in one place, well, you know, the idea is to keep moving, seeing stuff, going to each province, and so far, you know, this will be the 2nd province. Go to Nong Khai, that'll be the 3rd, and if I can go to Loei, that's the 4th, and then, you know, I just keep trying to work my way around. Hopefully that'll work, but, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I may like that. I really like Nakhon Phanom. I could have stayed in Nakhon Phanom another night or 2. I like that place. It's very nice, man. People were very cool. Us older people don't know about that. Yeah, I know. I mean, but, you know, It's kind of like the people who super chat. Instead of just using the super chat, you go through the link I just gave, and then you write in whenever you want, and it'll say like, I like you, Scott, but sometimes you're a peckerhead, and it will speak and say that. Mr. Tom, he knows what I'm talking about because he knows Asian Andy, but I'm just giving them the lowdown here on the Streamlabs text-to-speech, and it should work. Let me see. I'm going to try it one more time. I tried it earlier today, but it resets every single time, so there we go, baby.
This is a test donation for $3.
It didn't show up? Oh, there it is. So did that show up? Oh, is a lag here. Son of a bitch. There it is. For some reason, though, it doesn't refresh. I don't know why. Refresh browser. Maybe. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's the idea. Some may like it, some may not. But I would, whether you ever plan on using it or not, I highly recommend going to look at that kid's channel. Just because watching him is a fucking riot. When he's sitting in a library or whatever, it's too much. Anyway, lockdowns in Australia seem excessive when so few COVID deaths here. I guess Soy Dog Cowboy is no more. But I was wondering about what the lockdowns are like in New York. And Tom, I don't know where you are right now, but I'm wondering, are you locked down or what's the deal? In Australia, you're going to get locked up if you walk outside and start mowing your yard without a mask on. Listen, I'll tell you what, I had 4 masks when I came here. Now I have 1, and it's the heavy one. It's a heavy-duty mask. The other ones, they're all broken. The little elastic breaks off. You put it on or you pull it, and then boom, it's broken. Yeah, I mean, but I'll tell you what, if my wife doesn't have, son of a bitch. Well, I'm using their Wi-Fi, so. Stay home mostly. This is some shit Wi-Fi. It's really, really slow, their Wi-Fi. I'm surprised. I mean, nowadays, you would think they all have great Wi-Fi, but it's alright, whatever. I'm not going to be streaming all that long. But I'm down to 1 mask. I got 1 heavy-duty mask, so I gotta buy a couple of little 25 baht, 30 baht masks. I gotta buy like 3 more of them, just so that I don't have to wear the heavy-duty one. I don't like wearing the heavy ones. I like the light ones. And I don't like people being able to say, hey, you're the only one not wearing a mask. Why don't you wear your mask? Getting pissed off, so. Australia nanny state. Yeah, I think Australia is more of a nanny state than the United States. This fucking thing's gonna drive me crazy, this fucking internet.